Living grid-free sounds interesting. So right now on the line to give us some more about it, we're talking to Craig Simpson. Good morning, Craig.
Morning.
Hey, now I suppose the big question is, what is grid-free?
Yeah, let me give you the backstory. So I'm an Aucklander, decided I needed to get away from Aucklanders, so bought myself a property up north, and so I rang, and it was just a blank property cut off an old farm. So I rang up North Power and said, can I get the power on? And the guy said, oh yeah, about $90,000. And I was like, can't do that. So I thought, oh well, I'll get solar maybe, right? So I phoned around some solar companies, and they'll either do it for you for like 30 grand, or you got to try and work it out yourself. And so I thought, oh well, I can climb a ladder, I can use a screwdriver, I'll work it out myself. And so, but then nobody wanted to help me about what equipment went together and how it went and where you could get it and good pricing. So my son, who's an electronic engineer, I said, can you help me? Yep. So he helped me, and we built our system. And then I went, you know what? I wonder how many other people have this problem. So we had another guy working for us, Zed, and his dad does business in China, and Zed speaks Mandarin. And I said, Zed, all this stuff comes out of China. You reckon we could get some kits in here and see if people will buy them? So what we decided was, why don't we pull together everything that you need to do it yourself and put solar and go off grid yourself, and do it from the start. Like if you've got a little place, then a couple of panels, some batteries. And so we did this, and we put it on Trade Me, and they sold like crazy. And that was 3 years ago, and now we do $3 million, and we've got a big warehouse in Wirral, and it took off, right? Like everybody's into it.
So remote living like bush, if you are. What about marae?
Yeah, I tell you what, we sell a heap of them to Māori, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that have land that they've had for a long time, and some of them joke with us that everybody lives by the road because that's where the power is.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot of land, right? So we sell a lot to marae and to people that are going back to the land, and they want to build a building somewhere that's more convenient, and only need enough power to run some lights and run a fridge and a freezer, and they can do the rest with LPG, right? So, and we can get you all the gear and the instructions, how to do it, how to set it up. We've got all these pictures, and we'll help you so that you can climb the ladder, put the brackets on the roof, put the cables through the wall. We pre-crimp the cables, put it all together yourself, and we can get you into something for a few $1,000s to start. And then if you've got heaps of whānau, then maybe you would buy a bigger kit, and they go up to sort of 20 grand, and that would give you enough to run a whole house.
Oh, so I'd imagine the savings. So once you've got it all plugged in, I mean, the savings would be pretty huge, really.
Oh yeah. Like if you get someone to come out and install solar for you, it probably starts at about 30 grand, right? Because they've got to meet all these requirements. Yep. There's just so much, and there's so much labour involved that the price goes through the roof, and then they make a big margin on their gear. So if you've got, we have some that start at like 4 or 5 grand, right? Mm-hmm. So you can, and if you're willing to change your life a little bit, you can get by. Like I've got 2 panels on my cabin up at my place, and I've got a couple of batteries, and I run a fridge, and I boil a jug, and I run my lights, and I charge my phone, and then I've got a couple of LPG bottles that I just swap when I go into town.
Oh, okay. So if you're already you're already set up, is it easy to make the switch from already having your power supply and everything to going grid free?
Oh, I tell you what, if you're already connected to the power, the numbers don't really add up. Mm-hmm. Pretty much 100% of our customers are people that want power to a part of their land that they can't get power, because just getting the power connected from the power company, even if you're right by the road and right by a power pole, is 10 grand. Yep. So it's generally we sell to people that don't have power connected, or if they want to put the building further up the hill or something, and then if they have to run power poles, it's like 100 grand to put the power up there. So those are our customers that have no power and want power. Hey, and I tell you what, we sell a heap around the East Cape there. Hey,
yeah, sure would. Hey, Craig, so if we do want to, how do we go about getting these services?
Go to www.gridfree.co.nz and you'll either talk to me, Ethan, or Zed. Just go and have a quick look there. The phone number and all the details will be there.